Hello?
Hello.
Are you there?
I think I'm here. Am I here?
You're there.
Whoa.
Wow, hi. Welcome to the worst day of my life. My name is Cherish.
Yes, and my name is Megan.
Wow.
Whoa.
Episode 16, Megan.
Yeah.
16 weeks.
This has been the longest I think I've ever committed to
I know.
in my life.
I'm worried about it. I feel like I've needed to kind of poke you a little bit a few times maybe.
Yeah.
But we're doing it.
But that's what I need in my life is some occasional pokes.
Mm-hmm.
Get motivated.
I don't mind giving you a little poke every now and then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'll take your poke above most other pokes.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I was going to tell you about our trip to Seattle.
Yes.
So I know I already talked to you about the whole medical thing that happened while I was there, which was not fun at all. But I was concerned about how it would be bringing Scout to the city.
Right.
Like, she's a little country baby. She was born and raised for a whole year of her life, you know.
Uh-huh.
But she's never really spent any time in any kind of noisy, loud environment with a lot of people, except for maybe like the Walmart.
Yeah. With cotton-eyed titties.
Right, which is like terrifying enough.
Yeah.
But it was the cutest thing in the world. She like spread joy throughout Seattle, like everywhere she went. There was like drunk people, like little grandmas, like the like punk rock moms at the Italian restaurant that we went to, the waitresses, they like fucking loved her. And we went to like an Irish pub the first night. Everybody's like cheering and like clapping. There's like an Irish band playing. They're like clapping like Scout, 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 Scout. And she's like just shaking your little butt and doing her little Moana like Hawaiian dance that she the cutest thing in the world.
While saying probably like shit.
Yes. Well, that's why we specifically went to like loud restaurants. Like we went to that pub the first night because we knew it was going to be noisy because it was the night before St. Patrick's Day, but still we went there. And then we went to that Italian restaurant the next night, which was it was small and like just, you know, eccentric, and it was called Bizarros.
Oh.
Yeah. But
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it was really good. And the waitresses there were so cool, and they just loved Scout, and everybody just like let me walk her around to every table, and she's just smiling, and she just goes, "Hi. Hi. Hi. Hi." to everybody.
Oh.
And she's shit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I taught Megan that it's appropriate to remove your microphone and hold it at least at your arm's length, and then turn your head the opposite way and cough into your arm. Like that's the appropriate way to cough while someone else is talking, instead of directly into the microphone on your chest like Megan usually does.
Yes.
So thank you. You did it. I appreciate you. We communicated well.
We did. We didn't get in a fight over it.
No.
We didn't have to throw down.
No. It worked.
Yeah. No, that's so cute. I loved watching the video. I think I watched that. I made Kenny watch it like, I don't know how many times. But where you guys are in that one, I guess the Irish, the night before St. Patrick's Day, when it was like the band playing and just like, you know, and then Patrick carrying her around. But, but she is like, she's so cute because she looks like a good, like even combination of the both of you. But with that like just flaming red hair on top of her head and like, you know, matching your guys' hairs. It's
just so
ridiculous.
Curly and nuts. That's what just like little old ladies just swarm to her, and they're just like, look at that hair.
Yes.
And they're like, oh my God, Betty, come over here. Look at this baby. Look at this baby's hair. And they're just like, oh, she looks like a doll. And they're all just like freaking out over her. And she's just like smiling so big and just hamming. She just loves it. She was so happy. She loved being in the city. It was so funny. Yeah. Just everyone she looked at smiled at her. Mm-hmm. There was like this this super drunk homeless man in front of Archie McPhee's. And we walked by, and he starts dancing and like looking at Scout in the stroller and smiling really big. He's got like no teeth, but just really sweet, like genuine smile.
Oh, that probably totally made that guy's night.
We haven't been plugged in this whole 5 minutes.
Why does it say that we're doing something?
Well, because it can hear us.
But it's not recording?
It is recording, just not into our microphones.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh my God, what is wrong with
They'll
that?
hear us. It's okay.
Okay. Sorry.
Our friends, our listeners understand that we are a couple of old ladies that aren't good at this. I mean, they're not expecting professional production quality.
Yeah. Well, the thing of it is, and kind of what you were also saying about proper microphone etiquette, it just kind of made me think back to reading those like old etiquette books from my grandma had one. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, it was, I don't know who has that book, but it's pretty hilarious because it is telling you like all the proper etiquette things of that day and age, which for her, because I think she was born in 1921 or something. But, so it would have been probably like, you know, 30s, like up until 40s, how to like act like a proper human.
Yeah.
But they don't like, is there going to start becoming like etiquette books for microphone for podcasting?
I could write one.
You should. Well, maybe we shouldn't release this brilliant idea out into the world because someone might steal your idea.
I'm going to do it because we do everything wrong. So.
And you also, and it's a learning opportunity because we're learning as we go.
For sure.
But, and especially you because you're doing all of the editing so you know what the sounds of the chewing. Maybe you chewing on your fingernail might show up in the... But I did like the way that you said you schooled me on how to not, because I don't want to be a gross scumbag pig on the podcast, like burping and farting and chewing.
I've openly belched on the podcast, but I don't want to hear any of us chewing. There's one episode that has Stanley mouth sounds right at the beginning, and it's so gross. But
like, was it like the peen's mouth?
No,
sound?
he was just like, you know, licking his chops, licking his lips.
Oh God! Any sound that he makes with the tongue slapping around,
disgusting.
Like that's when he I kind of understand because my mom really doesn't like dogs like licking her.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think it might be some weird psychological thing of like my dad really was against dogs licking you like to a way. That's a sound that's going to show up on the, well, at least they know that I'm doing an action of stirring a drink.
Yeah.
But not farting or licking something that sounds like I'm licking something gross. But, the whole, like, I don't even know. I don't even know what I was talking about. I don't even know what I was talking about. But whatever it was, it seemed like it was going somewhere good.
By the drink.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh,
so bad
sounds? Are we talking? Oh, sound. Yeah, licking. My dad did not
like. Your mom?
Yes.
Yeah. So your mom...
Yes, she does not like dogs. I'm actually surprised she even liked Stanley because he's such a licker. I mean, like you see him, but the sound of him like licking somebody else's skin kind of grosses me out too. Yeah. Like he loves like kind of... He used to like suck on like Kenny's beard. Ugh. He might even still do that. But he's always trying to stick his tongue down Kenny's throat. Yeah. And like he'll usually get a good solid like slobbery, gross sounding slurp. And it's just enough to kind of just make you sort of like have a uncomfortable feeling. But anyway, getting back to like way back when we were talking about Seattle and
No,
Scout.
I have something to add to what you just said about kissing animals. So Patrick is obsessed with kissing animals, which is so fucking gross.
That's gross.
Where like he lets Murdoch, you know, lick and slobber all over him, and I can tell he just walks in the house, and of course I can smell it on his face because Murdoch just stinks.
Ew.
So, and his mouth stinks. But I'm like, you need to go wash your face, dude. Like I can smell Murdoch on you.
Right.
But all the neighborhood dogs he tries to kiss on, and every every dog we've met dogs. We met a dog in the street in Ireland on St. Patrick's Day, and that dog just jumped up and was just kissing all over his face, and he's just kissing all over this dog, a stranger in another country. And then, have you seen the pictures from when we went to the Olympic game farm?
Oh yeah, with those giant buffalo tongues coming into the window. Yeah. So if I do like those buffalo tongues though.
I know, but if you don't know what the Olympic game farm is, it's this awesome place in Sequim, Washington, where you drive through in your vehicle, and there are wild animals all over. If you've ever seen the video of the waving bear, like the bear that sits on his butt and waves, and you throw bread at him. That's where it is. It's at that place. But everyone just throws bread at everything. And all the animals just swarm your vehicle for this bread. And if you roll down your window, you will get a buffalo or a deer or an antelope or a moose or what the fuck
like
ever.
A ground squirrel.
in your car. And Patrick encouraged this because he wanted to get one to kiss, and I have a great picture of him kissing this moose, like right on its face. And I'm just like, fucking dude, Patrick.
Okay, well, I mean,
not.
Yeah, I have to clarify something though, because it makes me think of this guy that I dated long ago, and I had a dog that liked to tongue, but he would like tongue it back. Like with his tongue.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then they'd be like with the tongue.
No,
tongue
Patrick doesn't
to
do
tongue.
that.
Okay, that's
he
good.
He kisses animals on their Okay, he kisses animals on their face and their nose and like the top of their
totally
like the bridge of their nose and like their little, sometimes just right on the lips.
Yeah.
Which they will lick his lips if he does that.
Right. Well, that's okay, but
he likes for them to lick his
tongue to tongue. It's really gross to me.
He did that?
Yeah, and that was, I think, like the final, the thing, certain things that people do that you're not, I guess if you're not really 100% into them, it's like everything that they do
like
starts.
That's enough.
Yeah, like they chew with their mouth open and you're just like totally turned off enough to just be like, okay, I'm never going to be able to look at you in a sexual way the same, because like they'll have like a snot dangling out of their nose or something, and it's just like you see that and it's just, that's, your vagina just shrivels up and like goes back inside of itself. But that was that moment when he did that, and it was there's a couple of moments, but the first moment was somewhat like tolerable because it was somewhat endearing, but he put on a full body like ballet leotard type thing. And he's just like this kind of hairy bear guy from Wisconsin, but like anyway, but he was just really dorky, and he started doing like, because he was taking like musical theater or something, and he had to like take a ballet class, so he started doing pirouettes like in the leotard. But I don't know, something it was just really,
that sounds awesome. What are you talking about?
If you're in love with that person.
Okay.
But something about him doing it and just his face, I know that sounds really mean.
No,
but it was just not like, I can't remember if that came before or after the dog tongue. It had to have come. That was like, I think, the beginning of the end of the vagina shriveling into itself. Gotcha. Because he started doing things where I was just like, this. And then I found this creepy notebook in his closet where he had done like stick figures of when he had gone to this musical theater camp or whatever for, I don't know what it was, but it was like some kind of like camp for theater. And he'd gone there and he made a journal of nothing but stick figure, like guys boning each other or sucking their wieners or just all kinds of different, like...
That kind of boy.
He was doing just different, which is fine. For
how old was he when he did this?
I think it was like 20.
Okay, no. That's not the same. I was thinking like 12.
No, but they weren't like even cool. It wasn't like it was just like stick figures doing different sexual gestures, but the stick figures had like penises or whatever, but those were like, and they were in different sexual positions and stuff. And I was like, what the hell is this? Like, and then later his sister when I met his sister finally, she's like, you do know that my brother like sucked a lot of dick in high school, right? And I was like, no, like I did not know that, which would have been fine, but it's kind of something you need to tell your partner that you're, doing, I guess. You know what I mean?
It's a weird thing to hide.
Yeah, I thought so too. But then later, I reunited with this person as a much older adult, both of us, and then I kind of heard more about his past of the things that were going on. But he did tell me later on like different things that he was like into big time, like into like swingers lifestyle, I think, or whatever. Like maybe like bisexual or something, but just didn't, maybe just not ready to open up about it. So he was like doing like hiding it kind of thing,
He wasn't. He wasn't ready to. Come out. That makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. But it's just like once I knew that like I don't know, and then he was also one of the cheaters.
Oh really?
Yeah, which I confronted him about years later. Like we're talking 20 years later, and I was like really mad because I guess I've totally diverted into all different directions. We started out talking about Scout. I don't even think you finished talking about your Seattle trip. Then I was talking about etiquette with a microphone. Now fine. Here I am going into a cheater story. But
this is what our show is. It's just our conversations.
Yeah.
And they go all over the place.
Yeah.
We never finish anything.
Yes, no. My attention span is like I see a squirrel.
I was finished.
Okay.
Like, that was all I really wanted to say about the trip was that just Scout had a great time.
Okay, well, I just want to be mindful that I'm not, like trying to, or, like taking, if you weren't done talking about something, I don't want to just take the road way off into...
Tell me about this cheating guy. I want to know.
Well, no, it was so he...
Let's take a drink break.
Let's take a drink. Let's
second.
do a cheers. Post St. Patrick's Day cheers.
Yeah. I see you're using the penis straw again.
Mm-hmm. It really is my favorite straw.
Because it's because of the subtle edge.
It is. It's less like the ones that I have, or at least the straws that I have, like the I don't know, they're really just like reusable cheap plastic ones, but the edge is just very, I feel like it's sharp.
Sharp. Yeah.
Yeah,
I get it. And the penis is a nice.
And I am known to like accidentally like do something dumb and like stab myself with a straw, like into my lips or something. Like like I don't open my mouth.
So you'd rather stab yourself with a tiny penis than a straw. I get it.
It's look at this. It was the design of Mother Nature to make it that way, so it's not. Can you imagine that like jamming into your vagina? It needs this. Or butthole or mouth.
No, a subtle edge is required.
So it only makes sense to have a straw shaped like that.
You're right. Okay, there's another product we can invent.
Yeah,
the subtle edge straw, but not quite. We'll just won't have the balls on it or the.
This should be our
real like
merch.
head. Mm-hmm.
But we would design our own. Maybe we should whittle them out of wood and make wooden penis straws.
Okay, how far off topic have we gone now?
Okay.
But I do want to talk about merch later because I've had some ideas about that. But so just remind me later. Okay, tell me about this cheating person.
Cheater, underwear eater. Okay, so he at the time was going to the University of Arizona, and I was young single mom because this was when I think I had just turned. No, I wasn't even 21 yet. I think I was like 20. Mm-hmm. He's a bit older. Like he was in a later. Well, he was in. I don't know. I would have to look because I forget how much older he was than me. But he was going to the U of A for like studying like theater and that sort of thing. So, I met him through my beloved CHJ. Christopher Hayden Jones. I'll give him a shout out on the podcast. But he introduced me to this guy. And, my friend Chris was...
Give him a real shout out if you give him a shout out.
Yes, I have a very dear friend named Christopher Haven Jones that he was kind of like my first, like he like took me under his wing as like my, like kind of like a first real boss kind of guy. Mm-hmm. And he was very into musical theater. He's a beautiful kind of, I guess he's probably considered a gay bear. Maybe. I don't know. I would have to ask him. No, I think he's more like, no. I think he's more clean cut than that. So I don't know. But he's just this really lovable guy. But he's also can be like really brutally honest, which is kind of good for me in my life. He's helped me learn life lessons because he's like cutthroat. Like, you know, and he will, like, he can't, I've seen him just be, like, if somebody's done something, wronged him, he's very sharp-tongued, and it's like, I don't ever want to piss Christopher Haven Jones off.
But having someone like that on your side is amazing.
Exactly. Yeah. And especially if you're in Mexico, like Puerto Vallarta, to be particular, and he's pretty bilingual. So, so he's a good, So he introduced me to Cheater Boyfriend. Okay. Way back in the day. And then, and during that time was also like when, like my grandma had just like kind of passed away. It was just kind of like weird times. So I was very close to my grandma. So anyway, I moved in with Christopher Haven Jones because I had been living at my grandma's house. And so, but I needed to like, you know, but the boyfriend of the time was his roommate. So, you know, I'd spend a lot of time over there, all that kind of thing. Well, then Christopher Haven Jones moved out, I think, if I can remember clear. Like, it's a little hazy. It's a long time ago. It's like, whatever. Young. But somehow Christopher Haven Jones was no longer there. Maybe, I think it was when he met his boyfriend Julio. That's a whole other story for another day. But I moved in and I just wanted to be this like domestic Susie homemaker. As usual. Yeah, like I loved like packing him lunches when he went to school. Like I'd make him a little paper brown bag lunch. I'd buy him his favorite coffee. I'd buy him his favorite, you know, coffee beans. I'd wash and fold all of his laundry and put it away.
You are total wife material.
Yeah, I would make him dinner. I would like, well, I was, I guess then before I became jaded. But yeah, I was like, I pretty much almost just I wiped this guy's ass, pretty much everything. And so one weekend I was going to go house sit for my mom and Patrick when they were living together. And they were going out.
Not my Patrick.
My stepdad. Yeah. Well, I still consider him my stepdad, even though they technically never got married. But close. Yeah. So they were going. My mom and Patrick were going out of town, and they asked me to house/pet sit or whatever. So I was going to be going to do that, and I asked ex-boyfriend, "Hey, do you want to go with me?" He said no. And so I was like, okay, you know. Cool, like do your own thing. Then I, you know, took some stuff, like some of my belongings, because I had to work all weekend, but I didn't take like everything. I didn't want to take a bunch of shit just for like a short house sitting, you know, trip. Plus, I worked very close to where I lived. So I went back the following day, I think it was, like after I'd been staying up there to get something, like grab, you know, like an outfit to wear to work. And I like, you know, going through the drawers and stuff, and I opened like the top drawer, which was like where I kept my underwear and stuff, and like we had this huge box of condoms, like huge, like Costco size, and so it was very obvious and visible. He like took the whole thing, well, like with him somewhere. So I was just like, yeah. So at that moment, I was like, okay, you know, like because that box never left that drawer, and it was like suddenly gone.
Why would it?
Yeah, so it was totally gone. Then, so that was like, I was like,
buy a different box, you idiot.
Yeah, or just take a few. It was like, there's tons of them in there.
What an idiot.
Anyway, so I was like, okay, what the fuck? And then I started just kind of putting it together. Well, I forget what was like really the tipping point, because I think maybe I called Christopher Haven Jones and I was like, told him like what was going on, and was like, and then he's like, I think he may have told me that this ex-boyfriend was going every day, instead of going to class, actually, like sometimes, or saying that he was going to school or going to class, but I don't think that he was going to all of them. He was going to go bang some sorority lady that lived in the dorm. So he's just banging some other sorority lady like on the regular basis. And I was like so mad because I would send him to school with this little special packed lunch. You know, like have dinner for him when he'd come back from school.
And he's probably like sharing his special packed lunch with her.
Yeah. So I was so mad. So mad. And I just gone grocery shopping and spent like hundreds of dollars on, you know, his favorite little coffee, his favorite little, you know, ice cream, all this like stuffed fridge full of brand new groceries. I had just gone to the laundromat, washed all of his clothes, folded them and put them away, cleaned the whole up, like, you know, it was like a duplex or whatever, cleaned the whole place. And then I find this out, and I just, like, went into this crazed, like, fury. And I went and I opened up the dumpster in the backyard, and I just threw all of the groceries in there. And I, like, dumped out his coffee, like, so the grounds would be just, like, all intermixed with any of the other garbage, so he couldn't just, like, take out the can. I, like, took the ice cream, and I'm, like, squeezing it out. And then I, like, go to the bedroom, and I, like, open all the drawers, and I grab all of his clothes, and I just unfold them and, like, throw them in giant heaping piles all over, like, the whole apartment. And I don't know, I just uncleaned basically everything that I just basically undid everything that I had done.
Good.
And then I was out of there for good.
Good.
But the crazy part about that is that I recently reunited with him in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. He now lives in Colorado, in Denver. But he like professed all this weird shit to me, and how in love with me he was back then, and how I taught him, or I was the reason why he wanted to become a dad, because he just loved Savannah, and he was like really in love with me, and it's, you know, he was always talking about me to his family, and I was like,
what the fuck?
It was really weird. It was really weird. And he's like, even if nothing ever comes out of our relationship in the future, I just want you to know that that's how I felt about you. I'm sorry I was a shitty guy, and you know, I like made mistakes back then, but that's really how I felt. I was just, you know, really confused, and you know, whatever. I married the wrong.
Oh, barf. Oh, barf.
It was really bizarre, and I was just like totally overwhelmed, and not what I expected at all, because that was the last memory that I had with him, was him cheating on me, and me like destroying his apartment and thinking he was a total asshole that just like was taking advantage of my kindness. But he was claiming that was like the opposite, and I was like, well, this is how I remember it. Like, this is like, so it was just a very bizarre. But yeah, that's what he told me on the trip that we went on. And we were like sharing a room, in the, condo in Puerto Vallarta, like a bed. Granted, it was like
and that ex?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
But I mean, nothing happened, because I was like not reciprocating those feelings, because that's when I got the, that was the time that I got the, special massage. Trip.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyhow, but it was very bizarre. And then he tried to get me to move to Denver for a while, like after that.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's cool. I'm an idiot. Jesus.
Yeah, so weird. Life is a weird, you know?
I have to pee.
You have to pee?
Bad, yes.
What the fuck? Where's your Depends undergarment? You have to be prepared.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
This is all being recorded.
Sure.
The wiggle. Okay. Well, how about them Mets? Kenny, what are you doing? Yeah, we're both in the bathroom peeing on each other's lap.
That's weird. The podcast's getting a little too comfortable, I think.
Yeah, we're doing golden showers.
Cool.
No, I'm in the guest bedroom. Cherish is in the bathroom.
Okay.
God. And it's still recording.
Oh, hi everybody.
Yep. Got Big Daddy here in the house.
Yeah, I like that. It's a cool nickname.
Yeah. Well, it's not a nickname. It is your name. You're Big Daddy.
Okay. Anyway.
You're looking very bright today.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah. I was just talking about Puerto Vallarta. That's got some definite Puerto Vallarta
Oh, yeah, PB. Yeah.
Vibe.
vibes.
Yeah, PB. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I told Kenny, I wanted Kenny to be a special guest soon because he has a funny story about when he went to go, what he refers to as a Kennedy.
Oh,
Will you tell that story?
Well, I can tell it right now, fast.
Yeah, let's finish
Oh, we'll
this.
make it a new
we'll
one?
do, episode
Okay.
17, we'll do it with Kenny.
Well, you can just take it, and then you can just, like, put it on another episode.
I know,
No, but
it's
it's a pain in the ass for her.
it's so much
Have you
easier
not
if we do
heard
it
what
that
all
other
she
way.
does?
Okay, I'm just going to back away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adios.
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 I'm like, business owner, mom, doing all this stuff.
Well, that's not all you're doing because you don't live close to anything. So you also are driving to do those things.
Yeah.
Business.
I drive a lot.
Yeah.
I was just, I met up with my friend Lauren when we were in Seattle and we were talking about her car because her car is the same car that we rode around in, like, as children, like her mom's car.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Like, it's a 90.
God.
Well, it's a 98. So we would have been 12 when she got that specific one.
12?
Yeah. But, yeah, we're 35 now. So,
Yeah.
that car.
Oh, her mom.
Okay.
Okay, we can say that all over
listen.
again. I'm sorry. I think I got stoned.
Okay. Okay. My friend Lauren
Yes.
drives what was her mother's car.
Right.
Her mother drove it when we were little. Her mother bought it in 1998. And
Got
we've
you.
been
Okay.
we were riding in that car from the age of 12 on.
Got you.
And she still drives it.
Yeah.
Her mother does not drive it anymore. She drives it.
Okay.
But I was asking how many miles are on it, and she was like 182,000.
That's it?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? How? I was like, I put 17,000 miles on my car this year.
Yeah. No.
A lot.
Yeah.
She says she puts like maybe 5,000 a year, and she goes on long drives too.
Right. Well, I put from the time that I bought my car and not this last January, the January before, I put 40,000 miles on my car. And that's like, and then my Honda, the one that I had, the CRV, that one when I sold it had like 248,000 miles on it. And I bought that like probably, I think like 2 years before I moved up here. And Sophie is
2007.
Yeah. And so from that, when I bought it, it had 40,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
So like that's insane to me that somebody would only have put.
But when she lives in Seattle, she lives in the same neighborhood that she works in, so she probably doesn't even drive to work.
So
And then she, when she does drive somewhere, it's like a mile to the grocery store, or 2 miles to like. Nobody's driving. For me, it's 20 miles to get to the grocery store.
Oh, right.
Like it's a totally different world.
Well, it makes sense too why she would also feel like uncomfortable driving on like long, crazy country roads, and stuff like that. Because I know you said that before. She doesn't like, or especially in the dark, I think.
Yeah, it's the darkness that freaks her out because she's used to having so many lights and so many headlights and so many, all that stuff around her that it really, which I totally understand. It's a long, dark, windy road.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this like last time that I was driving, I guess I was driving back from your place to here with Shannon, which I get extra nervous if I have somebody else in the car. It's like one thing when you're just driving alone, it's like, but when you're like kind of become at least I do, hypersensitive that I have a passenger.
Dude, I have my child, my like car accident trauma, freaked out child in my car when I drive back home from here. So I'm like, I am extra. I get it.
Yeah. Ugh. So it was storming like insane. And I was really pretty tired, I think, just from, I don't know what. We had gone out the night before and gone and seen that. We had went to go see that play. And then we came back and did bedroom karaoke.
Your poor fucking neighbors, I swear to God.
Well, the thing of it is about the new neighbor, first of all, don't even know majority of the time she's even there. I think she might just use this apartment not
Or
very...
just really quiet and just like sad and just sits there and can't sleep and just like hates her life because you guys are always doing bedroom karaoke.
No, because she has a cute little boy.
Okay.
And I don't know, because like I kind of almost wonder, because I've said hi to her and stuff, but I get this sense, I don't know if, I don't know, this sounds like a weird, like I'm being judgmental or something, but I'm thinking English might not be her first language.
Oh, okay.
So I think, like, I don't want to say that in some like derogatory sounding way.
It doesn't sound derogatory.
But it could also just be she's just maybe a really quiet lady too. But I get the sense, because I've tried to like say stuff to her, like tell her that Stanley's not going to kill her.
Okay, but don't get distracted. Why were we talking about that lady? Because that night you stayed up late doing karaoke.
No, but we were really polite about it.
You chugged a bunch of Red Bulls on the way to my house to record, so you're probably crashing on the way back home during this stormy weather. Oh, yeah,
stormy weather.
Jesus. I kept it together.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for keeping me. Thank you for keeping me.
Okay, so you were driving home with Shannon.
Driving home with Shannon.
It was stormy.
It was storming, and it was just sucked because I was going I feel like I was going 45 miles per hour, and just like clenching on and
that's slow.
Well, and there's also yeah. Well, it's mainly because I'm driving down and I'm just seeing nothing but like deer after deer after deer. And now it's also storming and shit's blowing around. And so I feel like one of those deer are going to run out into the road. And, especially hearing about Patrick and Sophie and just also knowing that, a lot of people hit those and stuff. It's so then I'm just extra, I'm sweating profusely.
Yeah.
So I can see why driving on a dark country, no lit, out in the middle of absolutely nowhere road would freak people out.
Yes, I get it too. Sophie, when we go home from here, she always rides in the back seat. She's like
driving Miss Daisy.
Yeah, she's super freaked out of deer, which I totally understand.
Yeah.
But,
well, at least she's still willing to go, At least she wants to go.
She begs me. She's like, "Are we going to Megan's this weekend?"
Aww.
She's excited about it.
Yeah.
Cute. We just shove her in a room here and
yeah.
But she likes to drive.
Yeah. I feel like I know she wasn't because the last time when you guys stayed and it was storming really bad that night.
Yeah.
I wondered if she felt kind of uncomfortable having to stay, and it was kind of loud and things are banging around. It kind of gets scary.
Yeah.
But you guys are always welcome to have any kind of future, a sleepover.
Yes. You've made that very clear.
Yeah. But just, so you don't have to drive back during the night,
Yes, I
and
appreciate
stuff.
that.
But I know it's kind of difficult too, because you got Peepaw and Scout and work and whatever else you need to do. Breasts. Oh yeah, your breasts. That's you're still figuring. When are we going on this? What is it called? The
mom
vacation.
Well, Patrick goes on his gator hunting thing next week,
and your brother's getting married that weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
So after Patrick gets back, we'll be free to go. Because I still want to breastfeed through while he's gone, because I'm too lazy to get up and make bottles all night long.
Yeah.
But not all night long. She's not a tiny infant, but she does wake up and nurse just because.
Well, I mean, I had this one boyfriend and his mom was still breastfeeding when that kid was 4.
I'm not doing that. Fuck that.
But it was just, I mean, everybody has their different reasons for, that or whatever. And if whenever people decide to stop doing things like that, it's their prerogative. But it was just kind of odd. If we were at the mall and he'd be just mommy give me boob and at 4 and just reach in, pull it out.
Yeah.
Once I feel I don't have control anymore of my whether or not I want to pull it out.
To each their own.
Yeah, exactly.
To each their own.
Exactly.
Some people will do that. I have a friend that was breastfed until she was 3 or 4 too, and I that's fine if people want to do that. I personally say fuck that for me.
Personally.
Yeah,
that's what I mean too.
Yeah.
I just don't want,
No, I can't do
Because
it.
it got really
I
uncomfortable.
am not that strong.
No, but when I was there, because I lived with him for a while, and he would put his hand in my shirt and try to get my boob, and I was like, it just, and I was young, because I was like 17 or something. I didn't know, like I didn't feel like a very assertive, but I was like, no, please don't do that. I was like, no. It's like this creepy hand, and then trying to just like a 4-year-old fondling me was just I did not care for that.
Yeah, I can imagine. I already feel like she's really big. I mean, just personally, I'm just over it. I just want my body to myself all the way.
I know all the good reasons for breastfeeding and stuff, but I really personally, I could only breastfeed Savannah until she was like 3 months old.
I found my breast pump.
You did? Is it like ancient? It has it's got that yellowing color to it?
No. So this was not any part that has any kind of like liquid in it. It was just the like electronic part that has the tubes coming out of it that provides the air, like suction.
Okay. Yes.
So that's the part that was missing, which is like the most expensive, most important part. But it was in my luggage, in my suitcase. I found it when I was in Seattle.
From when we went to
it's honestly, Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
That was, how long ago was that? I feel like that was like a really long time
forever. But I haven't needed it,
Yeah.
I haven't gone anywhere, but or I've just used the manual one, but I found it.
Yeah.
But anyway, what was I going to say?
Well, we were talking about like when we were going to take mom vacation.
Oh, yes.
Originally.
Yeah, so I say April sometime. I got to check my calendar because I'm busier then, but I definitely want to do it.
I have to go visit my non-breastfeeding child of 25 somehow, because we didn't make it for that trip.
I could do that with you.
Yeah.
And we can go to a spa and go to a thing.
Well, yeah, because you wanted to go to Naked Lady Spa, and Savannah might be down to come further south to go to the Naked Lady Spa.
Yeah, for like a night, and then we could go up.
We could go stay at like McMiniman's and at the Elks one.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or
I've never
something
been
like
there.
that. Yeah, it's really cool. They have all these different floors and like different types of restaurants, and they have like an atrium like on the very top.
Maybe we can get sponsorship from McMiniman's because we fucking talk about them all the time.
Yeah, exactly. And I just said they were really cool, or that. I mean, I've not been to all of the McMiniman's, but the ones that I have been to, I've always really enjoyed.
We never shut up about McMiniman's. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, so we should get them to, give us $1.
Yeah. I just need to I need to sit down and write a pitch.
Yeah.
To Depends. Maybe Imodium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The thing about Imodium, and I love the Imodium, but I find it difficult. I mean, this is probably my own fault, because I need to be taking a supplemental fiber, insoluble and soluble fiber,
You need to stop eating everything pickled.
No, I don't want to stop eating everything pickled, but I need to bulk up. I think it's insoluble fiber, because every doctor I've known is you need to drink Metamucil, on the daily.
Right.
And I don't, now I need to pitch to the Metamucil people too, that I should be doing, but I'm not. But Imodium is a good emergency thing for me, but then it makes me constipated for days, and that's
what Pepto does to me.
Yeah, so it's
yeah,
that's why I need to be doing both Metamucil and Imodium.
But keep eating all the seafood and pickled things that you can.
Well, I need the seafood for my iodine stuff. You can't do too much seafood, because then there's the mercury or whatever else you might be risking. Different toxins and things like that. But my pickled things, I feel like it helps my because of the weird.
It helps vinegarize your gut.
Well, the fermented stuff is good probiotics. I feel like I lose a lot of my probiotics by having chronic diarrhea. I'm not even joking when I say I've had one solid BM in an entire month.
Yeah, you said that on the last episode too.
Yeah. This is very, you know what I mean? Still, yes.
Oh,
So,
honey girl.
well, yeah, but it's, I mean, I have diverticulosis, like I have those weird polyps, like there's all kinds of weird shit going on.
Well, hey, all your poop people are listening.
Yeah.
All of our poopy friends.
Yeah.
They get it.
I know. It's just, yeah, I was telling Kenny,
Feel your
poor
pain.
Kenny's here. Oh my, like when I, last night I was telling her about how when I, shit on Savannah's sweatshirt. Yeah. I was taking her to go see a movie at the movie theater, and this was before I moved to Washington. I want to say she was probably like when she was 11. And we were going to go see a movie at the theater, and like I'd stop at Circle K, and I got some pumpkin seeds and stuff. Like we got some snacks to take to the theater. One of the snacks was pumpkin seeds, and I started like, chomping down on them. And then I get like a few miles down the road, and all of a sudden it just hit me like the instantaneous diarrhea.
Oh, okay.
And I like had to like flip a bitch at the it was like a intersection thing, and I had to turn around. I'm like, sorry, Savannah, we're not gonna make it to the movie. And I just like had to, like, I was going to shit my pants. And we're like just trying to not speed, but like driving as fast as I could on Broadway. And like I pull into like what's the equivalent of like the DSHS here in Washington, but there was DES, like parking lot.
Department of Social Health
and Services. Yeah. And it's broad daylight, and I'm like, Savannah, just like grab something. And I just like reach in the back seat, and I grab her sweatshirt, and I put it under me, and then just shit, like explosion. And she's like, Mom, that's my favorite sweatshirt. And so I couldn't, so I had to also use it as protection to like tie around my waist.
Yeah.
Because we had to get to our apartment. So I go, and this is, again, broad daylight, and we live in this old building downtown, which had parking only on like the side of the road, like parallel parking type thing. So I had to like park like blocks down the road. People are like walking up and down the streets with like babies and strollers and stuff, and like people just out and about because there's a park across the street. So it's just a pretty busy day for downtown Tucson. And I'm just like running blocks as fast as I could to our apartment, had to like run upstairs while like diarrhea, and it was a lot. It wasn't just like a little like shart. It was like running down my legs.
Oh no!
And I like run up the apartment, and people are probably like running by them. It's probably like, wow, that lady really smells bad. Because you know how bad it is.
Hot.
Yes. And it's just like my butt cheeks are just like slip, you know what I'm talking about, like when there's something wet in between your butt cheeks, and it's going up and down in every direction. And I was like running up the stairs, and I just like ripped my pants off in the shower and just like clean myself off, and all those gross clothes that I was wearing, because we didn't have a washer and dryer. So I had to like rinse the diarrhea out, like basically like hand wash my clothes in the bathtub, so I could even get them to like the laundromat to not just put direct shit.
I always kind of wondered what people do when they shit themselves.
It's not cool. There you have to do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
But I don't know, did I tell the story on this already where my mom had to help that guy that was like in the bathroom?
No.
So my mom went to, I think it was called Pollo Feliz, and she parked the car, she was walking through the parking lot, and there was like a bathroom, like a adjacent building to the little restaurant, and she just hears like this guy, I think he might have been the bathroom was like to the gas station next door or something, but she hears this guy like screaming, help, like from the bathroom. And it was like a one person like bathroom, like how they are at the gas stations. And he's just like screaming for help. And my mom hears him, and she goes over, and she's like, hi. She's like, what's going on? And he's like, I need you to call my wife. He's like, I shit my pants, and I need you to call my wife and have her bring me a clean pair of pants to this bathroom. And my mom's like a complete stranger, has to call some lady she doesn't know and be like, hi, I was in the parking lot, and your husband told me they shit their pants, and he really needs you to bring him a clean pair. Thank you. Bye. Like, wouldn't you just rather, if you were that guy, take your pants off, clean them out the best you can in the sink, use the air dryer or paper towels or whatever to try to dry them, and then just book it to your car and drive away? Like, why would you want to scream for help and ask some stranger to call your wife? This is an awkward phone call. Hi, you don't know me.
You are a diarrhea professional, okay? He was probably like a diarrhea noob. Like, he didn't know. He
An
panicked.
amateur.
Yes, he panicked. He probably doesn't do that often. And it's probably like, oh, fuck, I need my wife. I need help.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, but that's why next episode, I'm going to get Kenny to tell the story about the Kennedy.
Yes, please. I would love to. I would love to hear that. Brainstorming at this point about merch.
Yeah.
Okay. And we would love feedback about what anybody would want or how it's accomplished.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. But anyway, I had just a couple of vague ideas for maybe something that we could write out and put on a shirt or a sticker or a button or a coffee mug. And I had Sophie write them down for me.
Oh.
In your notes.
Oh, okay. I was
So,
I may have deleted that.
Oh, no.
Oh, Stan.
Stanley, get out of here. Stan, no.
Stan. No. Okay.
Sorry.
That was chaos.
No. Get out of here, Stanley.
Stanley just jumped on the bed and almost knocked bong water on the bed. That would be terrible.
We'd already decided it.
Oh, no. Okay. Never mind. I don't need you. Sorry. That's all I needed you for.
We don't need you, Sophie. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
love you. So, I can remember some of them.
Okay.
So, I thought about making something that says no peen.
Oh. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought about making something that says golden pussy.
Oh, absolutely. We already, like the, I think there should be a bowling league called Golden Pussy.
Oh my god, or roller derby.
Oh, yeah.
The golden
yeah,
pussies.
for sure. Should we start doing roller derby?
We should, actually.
Hey, we're asking how we're going to lose 20 pounds.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Let's do it.
That'd be fun.
Yes, okay.
I already get bruised up all the time
I know.
anyway. I
My
already
whole
look
body
like
hurts
like
all the time. It's fine.
Yeah, I look like I do rugby. And I clearly do not.
Oh my god, okay. What else did I have Sophie write down? Sophie had the idea of the name of our last episode. She thought that would be nice to have on things, which was, sorry, not our last episode. 2 episodes ago. Permanent shit demon?
Oh yeah, permanent shit demon. That's a good flow.
Yeah. She thought that maybe people who suffer from IBS
Yeah. Yes.
might want a button that says permanent shit demon.
Yeah. Well, also there's the
Right.
Crohn's folks.
The Crohn's crew.
Yeah, Crohn's crew.
The Diarrhea Divas.
Yeah. Well, wait. Because there's also, because I have diverticulosis,
Okay.
sometimes diverticulitis,
Yeah.
depending on the day.
Diverticulitis dudes.
I don't know. I almost feel like it should be somehow a synchronized diving team. It's maybe the art, diarrhea shit demon on a shirt that with a diving team that's diving into diarrhea.
Okay. If I would have known this whole podcast was going to be based around poop.
Well,
Diarrhea specifically.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Poop was only once this month that could be considered poop and not diarrhea.
Only once this month. Other than that, only diarrhea. Okay, anyway, if anyone else has any ideas. Oh, we also had the idea of some penis straws.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
wooden penis straws that we whittle out of trees.
Okay.
Branches that have fallen
They're
from
going to be
Pacific
handmade.
Northwest trees.
Handmade by Megan and sent to you personally. If anyone else has any ideas, give them to us. Or if you think any of those are good ideas, please let us know what you are interested in. Anyway, that's all I have for merch for now.
Yeah, I
More
like
later.
it. I like those ideas.
Fuck. What was I gonna do?
What were you gonna do?
I wish my brain worked. God, that's why I need to stop fucking breastfeeding.
Well, is your head hurting? You were like pinching your eyebrow. You're having a headache.
Was I?
Yeah.
don't
You look
know.
really stressed out. You're like, you're just squeezing your eyebrow. It's like this story stressing you out. I know for the listeners.
I've traded in my RBF for like whatever the fuck that is.
Like stressed out, like facial pinching. Like, no. I'll have to get a picture of you doing that so I can post it to the page so people know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Oh, great. I didn't even know what I was doing, so how am I gonna post for that? Oh, that's not even what I wanted to look at.
Your vein and your inner eyes bulging out.
Oh, I wanted to show you something.
Yeah. Do you have a new email?
I wish.
Yeah, nobody wants to give us an email. Give us your email.
No, I do have some emails if we wanted to, but that's not what I was gonna do. Did you know that the word gullible upside down looks like a cat?
Wait, okay, hold on. Okay, hold on, I'm trying to see this. It looks like a cat?
Uh-huh.
Upside down?
Uh-huh.
Huh. Maybe. Wait, where's the head? Oh, shut up! You're such a jerk. Yes, I am the definition of gullible. Like, people have told me some really weird shit. Well, like Patrick that one day when he was talking about his stupid rash in his butt or his chode area. And the reason why I thought it was legit is because he'd just been recently trying to light his farts on fire. So I thought maybe he actually like burnt his skin.
Singed himself?
Yeah, and I'm like trying to give him helpful advice, and then he's like, "Oh, just kidding," or whatever. Like, he's such a jerk. I'm gonna put this in a different. Oh, this case.
Yes, that's what it's there for.
Yeah, I'm trying to simplify my life. It's really.
I see that. You're really. Have you been Marie Kondoing?
I've been doing a lot of Marie Kondo. I did really take that whole thing into account about, just keeping things that bring you joy, sort of thing. But then also the whole, like, when I was talking to, I think it was Shannon, and she was saying, also, if you think it would bring somebody else joy, that's what you're keeping, for yourself, like, for really it just seems selfish, It's not bringing you joy, and you're not allowing it to bring somebody else joy. So, that's also why you should consider that too. So that's kind of been helping me get rid of stuff, because I also, like, I've taken some things to, like, work where I could tell that item was bringing my coworker joy.
Oh, good.
And so I was just like, have that item, like, I'm not going to sell you that item. But if it's bringing you joy, like, I've had that item for like 15 years in a closet. That's holding back joy.
Right.
15 years in a closet.
Yeah, that's too long.
Yeah,
Too long to
so
live in a closet.
I've been taking that into, consideration.
I remembered what I was going to say, and I know why.
Is that why you're? That's probably why you're pinching your
I was trying to, like, remember.
Yeah, you looked really
focus. Remember this, because Megan needs to hear this.
Oh gosh,
your tits look amazing in that dress.
Oh, thank you.
Like,
thank you.
Gorgeous.
Oh, hey.
Perfect.
Well, I think this is a good, like, it's got
that
this, like,
is so flattering. Though whatever that cut is, it's just like, your boobs look great.
Hey. I probably said that so loud into my microphone because I'm looking down at my boobs.
Well, if I knew how to fix that, I would. But sorry, everybody.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's not why they listen to us, I don't think. Well, should we wrap this bitch up?
Let's wrap this bitch up.
Okay, and we'll be back next week with a special guest named Megan's boyfriend, Kenny.
Yes. Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy in the house.
Big Daddy's gonna be in the house.
All right.
Well, it's been just a lovely time. We appreciate you listening and being here with us on this magical journey. If you want to join us in the Facebook group, it's really fun. It's a bunch of great people, and they're funny and hilarious and supportive and loving and great. It's just called The Worst Day of My Life. We have an Instagram that I sometimes post things on. It's the worst day of my life.podcast. You can send us stories of the worst day of your life, whatever that may be.
We highly recommend.
Yes, please. The worst day podcast at gmail.com. And I do have a pile to read. I know, guys. I'll get there, but keep sending them. We'll still read them. And just remember that it could always be worse.
It could.
It really could. We'll see
You next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, me.